In 1944, in a small town in South Carolina, two young girls were found murdered. Fear spread fast, and police wanted answers. Immediately, they didn't look for evidence. They looked for someone easy to blame. That person was George Stinney Jr. George was 14 years old, poor, black, and alone. Police arrested him without physical evidence. No fingerprints, no weapon, no witnesses. They interrogated him for hours, without a lawyer, without his parents. Nothing was recorded. Police later claimed George confessed, but there was no signed confession, no written statement, only their word. The trial began just weeks later. George's defense lawyer did almost nothing. No witnesses were called, no evidence was challenged. The jury was all white. The trial lasted less than 3 hours. After 10 minutes of deliberation, the verdict was announced. Guilty. George was sentenced to death at 14 years old. 81 days after his arrest, George was taken to the electric chair. He was so small, only 95 pounds, that the straps didn't fit. They placed a Bible under him so he wouldn't slip. Then they pulled the switch. The state of South Carolina executed a child. For decades, the case was forgotten, but George's family never stopped fighting. In 2014, 70 years later, a judge reopened the case. Witnesses admitted they were pressured. Evidence was ignored. George never received a fair trial. The judge's final words were chilling. This was a gross miscarriage of justice. George Stinney Jr. was officially declared innocent, but justice came 70 years too late. The system took his life, then quietly admitted it was wrong. And that raises a terrifying question. How many others never got that second chance? If stories like this intrigues you, hit like, subscribe to True Crime Daily Buzz, where we don't just tell stories of crime, we tell the stories of a system that cries out for justice.